Hello, I'm Scott Surin, founder of Bucks County Soapstone Company. Our name and logo has become synonymous with the highest quality soapstone products in the world. In this short presentation, I hope to show you that we are serious about being the best. Our shop and showroom are located in the rural town of Perkasie, Pennsylvania, on the corner of Blue School and Bucks Road. Whether over the phone or in person, we're happy to take the time to answer your soapstone questions. This helps us get a better idea of what you're looking to accomplish with your investment of time, energy, and money. If you're looking to spruce up an area or completely remodel, we have soapstone products that will complement the space and serve your family for generations. You might want to bring a camera. It's easier than trying to explain some of the things you'll see. I value and enjoy the time I get to spend with customers. Listening to what you have to say has allowed us to craft items that have been overlooked by the large manufacturers. As craftsmen and artisans, we're able to combine your ideas with our imagination and abilities. This makes work a fun place. Different times during this presentation, you will see people run their hands over the edges of our countertops. It's because they feel so good. All of our templates begin with the use of this device. The Faro arm is the most accurate digital templating device we have found. During the next minute or so, you will see what kind of results are acceptable to us. Once the information is gathered at your home, Doug returns to the shop where he enters final pieces of information in preparation for the cutting process. Adam Leatherman is our flow water jet operator. He is using our vacuum lifter to load the 200-pound slab up on his machine. Most of the slabs he handles are closer to 1,000 pounds. Remember the stone wall? Well, here goes. The water jet is fired up and ready to begin cutting. Notice there are no blades or cutters. This machine will cut using 60,000 psi of water pressure combined with a stream of garnet abrasive. The curve for wasted material is about 1/16 of an inch. Once the machine is finished cutting, the waste is removed. Isn't this incredible technology? Back to the area where Doug made the template for the installation. That's what we're talking about. We have never seen anyone else achieve results like this. Aaron reads the notes written in yellow marker and begins the finishing process on the edges first. While the top has already been gauged at the mill, we want to prepare the tops for the Bucks County Soapstone finish. We're always asked why our tops feel so good compared to other stones used for countertops. This process is part of our finish recipe. We use water and diamond pads right up to the final step. Once the tops have had a chance to dry off, the guys are able to complete the finishing touches. Here Paul is using a random orbit sander connected to our VacuFlow central vacuum system. Notice that we always finish the edges of countertops with an abrasive pad in our bare hands. That step gives us the assurance this top is ready to go into your home. Quality control is the responsibility of each craftsman that works on our soapstone products. Notice how the stone is being carried? Stone should always be on edge while being transported. Our trucks are equipped with 1,200-pound capacity cranes. This saves our backs and allows us to deliver and install even the largest island tops with just 2 men. We really don't see the point of having 6 guys trying to manually carry a 600-pound top, stooping under doorways and squeezing through openings. Working smart is better. Every drain board starts here. Mike Plutzer creates the shape of the drain board, applies slopes, selects the tools the machine will need, and then runs through a simulation. Every design is simulated on the computer first. This is done to be sure there will be no problems. After the simulation is fully reviewed, the top can be loaded onto the CNC for the cutting of the drain board. To the left of this custom block sink, you can see our recessed drain board. This is similar to what Mike had drawn on his computer. We make drain boards in all different shapes and sizes, and you can be sure they're always sloped to run toward the sink bowl. Soapstone makes great flooring. Not only is it durable and potentially over-the-top creative, it also is unbelievable when you combine it with radiant heat. Soapstone retains and radiates heat better than any other flooring material. You can also get creative in planning a fireplace surround. These are some of the designs we have completed for flooring, sinks, backsplashes, and date stones over the years. Flooring inlays give you an opportunity to welcome your guests while displaying some creativity. This design originates from a quilt. We have used it for floors and countertops. Looking at quilt patterns will give you some real good ideas, because quilts are made from pieces, and our inlaid work is also made using pieces. Each of these creations are cut and numbered for ease of assembly. The countertops are assembled in the shop, glued together, and then surfaced smooth. I have enjoyed this display for nearly 20 years. It has been installed in 3 of our showrooms over that period of time. This Shaker farmhouse style is one of my favorites. Notice how soapstone is right at home in this setting. A room like this always becomes the gathering room. Before you know it, everyone is comfortable and standing around enjoying each other's company. Another benefit of soapstone is you don't experience a glare from sunlight or under cabinet lighting. Light is just dispersed once it hits the soapstone surface. We start our one-piece sinks using one of these blocks from inventory. These blocks weigh between 400 and 800 pounds each. First, the sink specifications are finalized, and then it's time for Mike or Greg to make a 3D model of the sink so they can run a production simulation. This process is a must for each custom sink. Quality control before, during, and after production helps us build a dependable product in a reasonable amount of time with natural resource consciousness. The CNC, computer numeric controlled machine, is now ready to warm up, run through a couple of exercises, and then begin the process of carving out a block sink. Because we offer this type of sink in custom sizes, our first step is to get the outside dimensions of the sink to the exact specifications required. This sink will become one of our bowed slant front sinks. A beautiful sink that offers many unique benefits to kitchen designers and ultimately the homeowners. You won't find another sink like it, unless of course we made it. Another vacuum lifting device is used to safely move 400 to 800 pound blocks into place. The block must be positioned exactly to achieve the desired results. The milling has begun, and as you can see, water is vital to this machining process. We recycle all of our water all of the time. A sink like this may see the same water 2 or 3 times during production and finishing. Somewhere around 1,000 gallons of water per hour will flow across this table and back into the system to be used again and again. Every movement of the machine gracefully and gradually mills away stone, tapering the sidewalls to meet the bottom. Each corner has an 1 1/8 radius flowing into the adjacent surface. The bottom of the sink is tapered toward the drain. Each sink is truly a work of art. Time to carry that much lighter creation to the tables, where it will be carefully hand finished with diamond pads, making it a vessel worthy to enter your kitchen. It just feels so good to finish these sinks knowing we have just done something practically no one else on earth is doing. This sink was measured and finalized 3 to 4 days ago, and in 3 more hours it will be moving on to its final stage in our shop, water testing. Each sink is water tested for 12 to 15 hours before it is ready to go. Greg wants to be sure you see how the bottoms of our sinks are crafted so water will flow toward the drain. We use tongues and grooves to join all our parts together. This is a carryover from our days as cabinet makers, and it works incredibly well in building a sink that will hold water for generations. As Greg dry fits this sink, you can see how the details of our construction methods come together to make this sink watertight. Slab sinks come in many sizes, but their shape is always rectangular or square. Our drain holes are made for a standard size fitting, although we favor the Kohler 8801 strainer since it's the largest diameter and heaviest casting. Bucks County Soapstone builds sinks in any size, offering 1, 2, or 3 bowls. Make no mistake about it, there's a difference in whose hand-built sink you choose for your home. All of our sinks are assembled and held together using epoxy. Once the epoxy is set up, we perform a water test for 12 to 15 hours. When the sink passes this test, it's ready to begin its trek to its final destination, your home. Puzzle backsplashes pieced together. Some things just can't be explained any other way. You may have caught a glimpse of this sink earlier, but it's worth coming back to see our 30-inch wide hand-built sink featuring a slant front and scoop top. Our laundry tubs continue to grow in popularity since 2006 when we first brought them back. These sinks are now replacing the vanity and sink in many working powder rooms on the first floor. The size of this sink is so practical for multitasking. Our hand-built sinks can be a focal design element. In this setting, the sides of the sink are shaped and the countertops butt into the sides. This is often used for a back bar, a small wet bar, or even a butler's pantry. Another creative and practical way to add some lines to your kitchen design. If you have a historic home and you know the origin of ownership, you can incorporate a special detail that serves as a silent memorial honoring the history of your home. The letters are now carved into stone, in this case on the lower right corner of this special apron front sink. You can take this approach or ask us to carve something else with a special meaning to you. Maybe the name of your farm, a favorite saying, or a carving of scenery. Use your imagination and make it special. With letters, we usually apply a couple coats of paint, and this sink front or backsplash is ready to tell your story without saying a word. Thank you for spending these important last few minutes with us. I think now you have a clearer understanding of soapstone and how Bucks County Soapstone craftsmanship is a perfect match for your home. Have a wonderful day.